Today I'll be talking about Phrasalstein, an app created by Cambridge University to teach phrasal verbs to foreign language learners, a concept that can be very difficult to learn. Phrasalstein can be found in the App Store for both Android and Apple devices. One of the best things about it is that it costs exactly $0. The website link is here, and if you look towards the top, you'll notice that you have to put the English modifier on back because the default language for this website is in Spanish. Phrasalstein has a horror movie theme and is narrated by Dr. Phrasalstein, who with the help of his friends teaches over 100 phrasal verbs using animations. When you open up the app, this is the home screen that you'll see. You'll be presented with several options, including the phrasal verbs view, exercises, settings, or more apps, which takes you to a page with all the other apps that Cambridge University has created. For our first choice, let's choose the phrasal verbs view. Once you select the phrasal verbs view, this is the screen you'll see. The first thing you need to do is tap Open. The doors will slide open to reveal verb and preposition combinations. You can slide up and down for both sides to create different combinations of verbs and prepositions. We are going to choose March On. Once we have our verb and preposition selected, we can click the View button, and then a short animation will show in this window over here of whatever verb and preposition set we created. The window on the right will show a short animation to illustrate the concept of march on. Down towards the bottom we'll have an example phrase, like, "The angry mob marched on the castle to rebel against the monster." It will also have a translation in the target language to help the student understand the equivalent. Here is another example of the phrasal verbs view. We chose the verb freak and the preposition out, and over here to the right we have poor Frankenstein who's getting chased by a shark and is freaking out. And the example says, "He freaked out when he saw a shark." Once you're done with the phrasal verbs view, we can go up here to the top left corner and click on the Home button. Once you're on the home screen, you can select Exercise, which is another button option. This takes you to a quiz screen, which will see if you can match up the phrasal verbs with the short animation provided here on the left. Right now, it looks like Dr. Phrasalstein is attempting to take a tooth from Dracula. Then we would need to look to the right over here and see which phrasal verb out of our options matches up the best. So rip up, black out, turn on, have out, or run after. Once we have ours selected, you can click the OK button. The correct answer here was have out, and that will be indicated by these light bulbs up here with the right and the wrong. And down at the bottom you have attempts and errors, so it will show you exactly how many attempts and how many errors you've made so you can record your progress. The final page is the settings page, and here is where you can turn on or off the sounds or the music, and most importantly, change the languages. You might have noticed during this video that I had the phrasal examples in German. However, you can select any number of languages from French, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, or just English, and this can help the student compare it with the equivalent in their native language. Phrasalstein is one of the most fun and engaging apps that I have seen to teach the concept of phrasal verbs to students. While its most obvious use is in an ESL classroom, it can also be used with native speakers, such as elementary students, to teach phrasal verbs. After all, when you have one verb that can have multiple meanings depending on the preposition, for example, pass up or pass out, it can create a very confusing concept for both native speakers and foreign speakers alike.